Hey, this is Devin Spear with your Disruption Weekly update for July 5th, 2024. We're going to begin with text to video, another example of another company competing for this space, Runway, who you've probably heard of. We've covered them before in the newsletter. They've announced their Gen 3 version. It's called Alpha. Text to video, it's impressive. Now, this is in the line competing with all the other ones. Originally, OpenAI had the Sora product. A few weeks ago, we talked about Luma Labs, but the content here is as good or better and is running today. It's open to the general public. The only caveat is you have to have a pro subscription, which I think is $12 a month. It's got some very cool features: advanced director mode, advanced camera controls, motion brush. I'm not sure what all that means, but it's moving the bar ever higher for the big players who are creating video content from nothing but prompts. Imad from Stability AI talks about how impressive it is. He even references the original Sora video from the spring and duplicates that scene of a woman in downtown Tokyo on a rain-soaked neon-lighted scene, and how their version looks as good or better. So listen, you're going to see all-out battle, especially when all the players are competing. OpenAI and certainly Meta and Google will have this, and then the companies like Runway. And you're not going to realize how video was created anymore. It's going to be indistinguishable from humans creating video. So on the audio side, a software application, AI application called Character AI has just announced that you can have calls with your favorite characters. Now, I've been using Character AI. It's most powerful on an app. And I have conversations with everybody from Jesus Christ to, that sounds crazy to say that, to Albert Einstein. And you can ask questions of these historic figures or any of them. There's hundreds of thousands of characters pre-made. You can make your own. Before they launched this, they said 3 million users had over 20 million calls. And a call is not literally a phone call over the phone network. It's a data call, but it's in the format of a call, like you're having a phone call conversation in the user interface. Again, you're going to see Meta jump all over this. So is Google in terms of having voice conversations with AI characters. And of course, it's going to be in not hundreds, but many dozens of languages. Now, if you think that doesn't end well for the advertising industry, you are correct. Kellogg, the business school at Northwestern University, completed a research project where they said AI characters can tailor ads to our personalities, and the people like it. People are willing to accept it. Personalized ads based on, here they tested hundreds of people with 4 different personas, archetypes, and people responded, no surprise, responded much more favorably to the ads when it was based upon their personality and their interest. And later in the article, they cite that Meta says, "Hey, we're gonna have a disclosure and a new policy that you have to disclose if an AI generated this ad." I don't think that's even possible. I think there's gonna be so many companies vying for advertising, market dominance and customer acquisition that they're going to be using AI, and it will be indistinguishable from how it was created. And I think this study proves something that we just assumed, that artificial intelligence is going to dominate the marketing landscape, and it's going to come up in ads faster than we realize. Switching gears to the autonomous vehicle world, Waymo. Remember, Waymo is a subsidiary of Google Alphabet, or Alphabet is the parent company of Waymo and Google. They started the Waymo project maybe a decade ago. It's been moderately successful in Phoenix, Arizona, and they just announced in San Francisco that it's open to everybody. You don't have to be on the waiting list like you were formerly required to be in the San Francisco market. You just download the Waymo app, and a computer-driven autonomous vehicle will pick you up and drop you off. 300,000 people have done that since it first launched in the new format. And this is Waymo competing for the autonomous vehicle space. And guess what happens? I think in a month or a couple of months, Tesla's announcing in their annual shareholder meeting, or something that Elon is committed to disclosing around the cyber taxi, the Tesla cyber taxi. I think it's in a couple of months. And expect Tesla to dominate because they've been really focused on it. There's rumors that they're partnering with the founder of Uber, Travis. So let's see what happens there. But Waymo is making progress, and it's all about regulatory acceptance. They want cities and municipalities, as well as DMV government industries to accept that you can have a transportation with no human driver. You can have meaningful, safe transportation with no humans. Google has, it's not really Google. Google has had on the payroll a guy named Ray Kurzweil for many, many years. They call it Google's AI prophet. But Ray Kurzweil is a known futurist and very accurate in his predictions. Now here's an article about him predicting, the singularity is nearer, which is the title of his new book. And it's a couple of months old, but I wanted to share it in this week's newsletter because it's getting lots of replay. It's getting more attention. And I guess it's because there's this massive surge of people slowly becoming aware that artificial intelligence is moving towards artificial general intelligence. And what Kurzweil has been predicting now for a decade, and he's got a great track record of being accurate, scary accurate, that we're going to move into artificial superintelligence, which means that we just move into something he defines and a lot of scientists define as the singularity. Maybe it's good, maybe it's horrible for humanity. And not to be outdone, Elon Musk says, hey, I respect Ray, but I think it's going to happen by 2029. And then the article ends with Kurzweil talking about longevity escape velocity by 2029, meaning that if you just live until that's only 5 years, then you will actually have the ability to reverse your age through technology. And AI is going to invent all these new technologies for the human body. But read the book. If you're interested, read the book. It's in the top of the Amazon bestseller list. And finally, in the crypto category, Sony has just announced that they're getting into the crypto exchange world with a purchase of a crypto exchange called Wellfin through something called the Amber Group. I don't know what that is. What I'm really interested in is how they're going to roll out their own crypto exchange, owned and operated, managed by Sony, a global conglomerate in the tech space. This could be huge for adoption of crypto. It will be huge, and it's impressive to see a major global company in the space adopt not only crypto but create their own exchange. So that's it for this week, July 5th, 2024, Disruption Weekly. I hope you had a great 4th of July holiday, and we will see you next week. Thanks a lot.